Hi friends, now that you have your circles drawn or a trace and you have 3 circles of each color, so remember you have a bigger circle, a medium-sized circle, and a smaller circle, now we are going to cut them out. You can see I already have cut some of these out. You kind of want to leave them to the side, don't glue them just yet, or you could even put them on your paper just so that you don't lose them. We don't want to lose any of our circles. And I'm going to finish cutting out my circles here. Don't worry about making your circles perfect. I think they look really cute when they're kind of not perfect, so don't worry about making those circles perfect. I'm just going to lay these out, and the reason why I'm not gluing them on yet is because we're going to kind of mix and match them so that we have different colors kind of overlapping. Cutting these out, you just want to be careful where you place these. You want to make sure that you are putting them in a spot that you're not going to drop them on the floor. And my last one is blue. And for these, I did some trace and some hand-drawn, so you can definitely do either one, whichever works best for you. You can see I'm even kind of going around my circle. You don't have to make it perfect. It adds some character when they're not perfect. And my smallest circle here. Okay, once I have all my circles cut out, I'm going to mix and match them. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down my big circles. And again, if you feel like you have too many and it's taking up too much space, that's okay. Spread these out. I think I'm going to use 4 big circles. I'm not going to use all of them. I might use the other one later, but I'll just lay these out first. Now I'm going to take my medium-sized circles and I'm going to put them on top of my other ones here. So I want to mix and match them. I don't want to put the same color on top of each other because you can't see it. It just blends in. That would be silly. So I'm kind of mixing and matching here. There we go. And I do have an extra medium circle, so I might just lay this one. Maybe I'll do this. Like that. And you can spread them out how you want them. Okay, and then I'm also going to put down my smaller circles on top of those. And so maybe I'm going to do the blue one here. Maybe I'll do the purple one here. Green. I'm going to switch it up just a little bit, like this. And so I'm going to go like that, and then I have a purple circle left over here. I think for that purple circle, I'm going to put right here. And you know what? I have some scraps from cutting out my circles. I'm going to cut out some tiny circles too. Might as well use them, right? Instead of making them go to waste. So we can take those scraps, maybe just add some smaller circles here and there. Some of my scraps I filled in a lot of the space, so I might not be able to make a smaller circle, but that's okay. You don't have to do every color. I'm just going to do a couple. Almost like little leaves that could be falling from the tree. And again, I'm just using my scraps. You can either draw your circle or just cut one out just to add a couple more little circles here and there. orange. And maybe I'll put that one here. Okay? All right. You could even put them kind of hanging outside like I did here, kind of around. Okay? All right, now that I have them laid out how I want them, I'm going to start gluing. And how I would glue them is I would take the smaller circle. And again, I always put the glue on the side if I have some pencil lines because I want to hide those pencil lines. I don't want to see those. I'm going to glue it to the bigger circle. And then I'm going to put glue on the back of that circle. So I'm not going to put it on my tree, but I'm going to put it on the circles. Maybe I'll glue down these little circles here. Again, I'm going to put it on the back of the circle and press it down. And so for this one, I'm going to put it on the smallest circle. I'll glue it to the bigger circle. And then I have to put glue on the medium-sized circle. Bring it to that big circle. And then putting glue on the biggest circle to glue to the tree. And I'm going to keep doing that. Sometimes I forget which circles I have done already, so I think I have these 3 left. We will know when I pick up my paper though. You want to really make sure that you're putting plenty of glue, not too much glue though, and pressing it really well when you're putting it down on your paper so that it sticks. You don't want these to fall off and lose them. Remember, these are abstract trees. They're not realistic, but I just think they're so fun and colorful. And I love that the tree trunk is made by using your hand. Pretty cool. Just like trees grow, you are growing as students. Not just are you getting taller and bigger, but also you're growing and getting smarter. Pretty cool. I have one more to do. It is a lot of gluing and a lot of cutting. Glue it, circle, put some glue on that medium-sized circle, get it glued onto your big one. There we go. Now I have some glue on my hands. If you rub your hands together really quickly, this is a great way of getting glue off your hands without having to wash your hands. Which you guys wash your hands plenty in the day, but if you need to get it off right now, just rub them together real quick and guess what? It comes right off. Okay? All right, I have my beautiful tree. Now, if you are all out of time and don't have time to add more, these are beautiful just the way they are. But if you do have time, I'm going to take my scraps, I'm going to put them in the recycling bin to recycle that paper. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some different lines to my paper, just to add some grass and a sky to make it even more fun and colorful. Because it's a yellow paper, some colors of your crayons might not turn out as well as you think, like purples and blues sometimes turn out brown. So I use some greens and oranges and pinks, but it's up to you what you want to use. I'm going to start with my green here, and I'm just going to make a little line where my ground is, and again I'm going around my tree. I don't want to draw on top of my tree. Maybe I'll do a zigzag line. Maybe I'll do a wave line. We learned about a lot of different lines when we made our snakes. Now maybe I'll add some shapes. I'm using a dark green now. The reason why I'm using green is just so it kind of represents that grass. And you can use other colors. I'm going to do some circles. You can even create a pattern if you want. Maybe some more triangles down at the bottom here. But really fun shapes. Okay? And I'm leaving it so you can see the yellow paper through it here. Now maybe I'll add some orange line, so I'm using a dark orange here. I'm going to kind of follow the wavy line of the ground. Now again, I'm going around my tree. I don't want to draw on top of my tree, so sometimes I have to start and stop, start and stop. One more here. Maybe with my lighter orange, I'm going to make some more circles. We can have a circle theme here. I'm noticing some of my circles are coming up. I'm just going to push them down just so that they're glued on really well. And I'm going to take my pink and add some smaller circles. Why not add some more circles? But again, you can do whatever shapes you want. Doesn't have to be circles. But think about those lines and shapes. All right, we are done our fabulous Kandinsky trees. Make sure that you find a safe spot for it to dry, and I hope you had fun. Great job, friends.